Greetings, fellow scholars and educators. Thank you for allowing me to represent the Arkansas Math Pathways Task Force to keep you updated on Arkansas's math pathways. I'm Amy Benzi, and I'm going to talk to you about Arkansas's Math Pathways Task Force. I'm going to provide you with some background on our task force development, share Math Pathways progress, report on Math Pathways research, and show relationships between Praxis core math content and core college math content. Here we are just a few months ago. The Arkansas Math Pathways Task Force met more than 10 times since February 2016. We've issued recommendations for the state higher education system to adopt and scale math pathways. Math Pathways Task Force comprised of faculty from each of the 33 public universities and community colleges and several private institutions in the state of Arkansas. The concept of Arkansas Math Pathways applies to pathways for college-ready and under-prepared students. Arkansas Math Pathways tasks are to increase success in mathematics and degree completion, support development of alternative math pathways aligned with programs of study at all public institutions of higher education, support alignment of college-level mathematics with more appropriate and accelerated development mathematics at all public institutions of higher education. What is driving systematic change towards math pathways? Well, the status quo is unacceptable. Hundreds of thousands of students fail higher education math courses every year, and hundreds of thousands more students pass courses that do not prepare them for their future. Here you see the recommendations made by the Arkansas Course Transfer Committee, Math Review. This committee made a recommendation for 8 degrees to accept quantitative literacy rather than college algebra. And these recommendations were approved by Governor Hutchinson and signed by the director of the Arkansas Department of Higher Education. How do Math Pathways courses prepare elementary educators and special educators for the Praxis core math content and for a career in teaching? Well, lists of mathematical content have been created for Praxis, elementary teachers and special education teachers, and for the quantitative literacy and college algebra pathways. The content was sorted into lists and placed into Venn diagrams to show the relationships between the course content and the Praxis content. The lists were coded with bin numbers, content ID, and content descriptions. The required core education mathematics course for elementary and special education courses is college algebra. Here we see the relationship between the Praxis core math content and the required college algebra course. You can see that the overlap of content between the Praxis and the college algebra course is slim, and that there is quite a lot of math content, none relevant to the Praxis. Good thing elementary algebra special education teachers get 5 extra math courses. But do they really need to know how to manipulate all those abstract algorithm? Do they really need to know how to manipulate all those abstract algebraic algorithms? Maybe the content misalignment is one reason graduates are not prepared for a competitive workforce. Less than 20% of college graduates earning a bachelor's degree hold above basic critical reasoning skills. Expected learning outcomes of traditional college courses are not aligned with the needs of common careers. The quantitative literacy math pathways contains much more content to prepare future elementary teachers. The course not only offers relevant content, but also requires collaborative projects and the use of spreadsheets rather than calculators. The course is designed to prepare graduates to apply math in their everyday decisions about health, finance, statistics, and probability. The course teaches scholars how to use spreadsheets to keep track of everyday finances and how to be objective assessors of the information found in news reports and on social media. Adding student-led learning element to math courses, can provide a collaborative learning environment offering students the opportunity to practice a broad range of concrete and relevant decision-making applications and increasing the breadth of common competencies, which is likely to increase confidence in social competencies and improve career readiness, according to Elrod. You can see in this diagram that no content is offered by college algebra that is not offered by quantitative literacy. That is applicable to the Praxis core math content. 4-year and 2-year schools around the state are investing in the professional developments to help quantitative literacy instructors learn to facilitate student-led and project-based learning, and to understand how to get the most out of student learning and information retention by using Bloom's taxonomy. The quantitative literacy course is the more suitable course for future teachers. According to the content relationships, and the andragogical aspect of the course is more suitable for future teachers because it applies student-centered learning and project-based learning. I propose an IRB-approved research project with a control group having future teachers take a praxis exam before beginning the term and then randomly placing hordes of future teachers into each of the college algebra and quantitative literacy courses, and then testing with the praxis again at the end of the term and analyzing results for improved scores. I would also like to test for job readiness and learner satisfaction. You can see these are the lists of content from the Venn diagrams. And if you look at the content and compare the quantitative literacy content with the college algebra content, you will see why I would like to research not only the academic aspect of the courses, but also I would like to take a poll of local employers and look at practice standards that are desirable to employers and compare those with how scholars feel they're ready for their careers before and after taking the college algebra and the quantitative literacy courses. I would also like to assess the learner satisfaction of our future teachers before and after the quantitative literacy and the college algebra courses. I would like to store data to create a longitudinal database, analyze data to reveal relationships between andragogy and success, use data to identify strategies to build upon and strengthen, use data to identify strategies to change or discontinue, and assess efficient strategies with potential to have a greater impact. Please ask your questions. I will be here to answer any questions that you have. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I'm Amy Benzi.